Good morning, national officers, past national commanders, members of the NEC, and all our guests. People of my generation understand the cost of exposure to dangerous substances. The Vietnam War Memorial is as jarring as it is moving because the names on those panels provide context to the price that was paid. But those names only symbolize the down payment. Thousands have died because of Agent Orange. Instead of bullets, bombs, and shrapnel, they endured years of chemotherapy, radiation, and painful treatments. It was the American Legion that proved to be their greatest advocate. After years of delays from administrations of both parties, this organization convinced Washington that men and women exposed to this deadly contaminant must have access to VA health care and benefits. We must do the same for the current generations of veterans and thousands of others who exposed to toxic contaminants has gone unrecognized for years, even decades. To its great credit, the House of Representatives passed the Honoring Our Pact Act. It was introduced by House Representative and Chairman of Veterans Affairs Committee, Mark Takana. It is the most comprehensive toxic exposure bill to ever pass Congress. It will provide health care for over 3.5 million veterans who were exposed to contaminants during the Gulf War, the War on Terrorism, atomic testing, and cleanup operations. Many were exposed to environmental hazards just by being stationed in certain areas over documented times. The PACT Act also gives overdue recognition to veterans exposed to Agent Orange in Thailand, Cambodia, and Laos. The bill will establish presumptive of service connection for 23 respiratory illnesses and cancers linked to burn pits and other hazards. This legislation can be part of the legacy and remembrance for all those who have made the ultimate sacrifice during the poisons of war. We hear a lot about cost from Washington these days. But what is a life worth? What do you tell a parent, a spouse, a child about the fiscal budget when their loved one is gone? We have spent trillions rebuilding other countries from ravages of war. These men and women, however, are also the cost of war, and those bills must be paid. For the last few years, the American Legion has said preventing veteran suicide is a top priority. Ladies and gentlemen, it still is. These issues are not unconnected. Logic dictates that better health care and quality of life for millions of veterans will lead to reduction in suicides. During my travels, I've been telling American Legion families to contact their U.S. senators. I have been repeating this message to the media. I have asked our national vice commanders to do the same. I am also asking you to help spread this message. I don't care if your senators are Republicans, Democrats, Independents. Nobody should oppose this bill. Reach out to your senators and their staff, like I did with Senator Cruz and Senator Cornyn. Just recently sent them letters. If somebody tells you that they have less expensive legislative options, I want you to ask them a simple question. Which veteran should we leave behind? Those exposed to burn pits? Those with Gulf War illnesses? Atomic exposed veterans? Camp Lejeune veterans? Maybe those who only have stage 3 cancer? Who should we leave behind? And if not now, if it's not time to pass that bill now, when? Then when should we pass the bill? Memorial Day is the perfect time to deliver a bill for the president to sign. We know the military is a tight-knit brotherhood and sisterhood. The fallen heroes who we honor on Memorial Day would want us to care for their sick comrades. There are many other important topics of our agenda for the next 2 days. Immigration, Ukraine, buddy checks, and membership come quickly to mind. But Lincoln's promise to care for him who borne the battle, it defines who we are. And we expect our promise to equally cover women veterans as well. Delivering on this will only put us in a stronger position to address our other priorities. Thank you, and let's have a great meeting.